So now we have a module available, the albums module. We also have a first albums list component ready, and that albums list component right here, we want to now show the album list works in a route. If we write, for instance, /albums, we kind of want to go and show this right here. So that's what we're going to try and make for the first route. Now to do this, we need to jump into our routing module and make some changes. Now let's try and jump into Angular.io, go into tutorial, go into routing, scroll down until we get to the point where it says add routes, and we're going to try and have a look here and how we can actually add a new route to our component. Now luckily it's pretty simple. The first thing we need to do is kind of make a constant that explains all the routes we want available in our application. So I'm going to jump into my app routing module, and I'm going to, after the imports, I'm going to paste this constant in that I pretty much just copied from here. I'm going to say I want to import routes right here, and I also want to explain what path I have. And the first path I want is the albums path. So when I write /albums, I should go to a specific component called the albums component, right? Albums list component right here. That's going to list all my beautiful albums. Sweet. Now to actually use this route, we need to do one more thing. And that's actually, if we scroll further down, we need to call router module for root as an import. So I'm going to copy that and paste that into my imports inside the routing module right here. You need a comma right there. I'll just add it and I'll just do an import. There we go. Now we have the routing module available. That was the first two steps. Now the routing is actually set up. So when I write /albums, I'll show the list component. But we're not done yet. If we scroll further down, it talks about a router outlet. And that's pretty much inside the heart of the application. We're going to explain that whenever we do put in a route, we're going to go to some specific place, and we're going to need somebody to handle that. And the router outlet can kind of handle that. So I'm going to copy the router outlet right here, and I'm going to go into app component HTML, and right below the beautiful button we have right now, you remember we made this beautiful button. Right below that button, I'm actually going to paste in this router outlet, and it's going to fail right now. That's okay, that's because we forgot something. But we're going to need this router outlet to actually make this work. Sweet. One more change is to go back to the app routing module to kind of fix this error. It doesn't know about this guy. What we need to do is we need to export so that it knows about the router module everywhere where we are using the albums. Where we're using the app routing modules, it should know about the router module. And we do that by actually going back here, scrolling up a bit, and I missed this inside the app routing module. You need to put in this export right here on the new modules. So let's do that. Doing a comma right here after declarations and adding an export that exports this to whoever uses this module. So let's try and jump back to the app component HTML now, and this guy should go away. And there we go, it's gone. Let's try and refresh our page. You can't see anything right here, but if I write /albums now, right below the button we should actually see album list works. Ta-da! I'll just zoom out a bit because this is kind of big. If I go to the root again, it'll still pop up with nothing, but as soon as I do /albums, it'll actually go and grab albums component and put it inside the outlet below the button, because I'm saying I still want to show the button, but below it, put in whatever route you're in. Sweet, we'll of course use this for something better. This will convert into a navbar later, and this will then be the actual thing we want to show depending on where we're going inside our application. That's it, you just added your first route. Quick recap, step one, adding a new route setup right here, and we're going to extend that with more routes later. Add the component we want to go to for a specific route. Extend so that we have the router module available. This is only one time you have to do that. And export the actual router module so other people also have it available when they are using my module right here. Step two, we need to go and add the router outlet right here, and then everything is running. And everything is of course documented under the routing in the Angular.io. So see you in the next lesson where we'll have more fun with routing. Bye bye.